This is my first Lilybot. As you can see, it's built with a Raspberry Pi. The Bluetooth, I believe, is the red light, and the Wi-Fi dongle is the blue blinking Zeramax. The Raspberry Pi is on the bottom. There's the HDMI port. On top is the BrickPi. You can see that RJ12 jack connecting there to the right drive motor there. It is based on the JJBot model project found on Dexter Industry. It was slightly modified. I had to modify the back wheel. The main thing, there's a couple parts, and you'll see up here in the assembly, I had to substitute this part in here. I only have the EV3 Lego kit, and the demo looks like it was used using the NXT kit, which had a few different parts. But you can be a little creative and hack it together. One downside about this BrickPi is that board needs another support, it seems like, on the other side. I plugged this in. This right now is plugged into the wall through the Raspberry Pi, and as you can see, it's running. The Lilybot is there on the left, sending sensor values to the RDI server, or RD server on the right, which is receiving them. So that all, it seems to be working. Now when I run this, you can see that the sensor is working. Here's the Lilybot control panel. And I don't know if you can read in the upper left there, there's your ultrasonic sensor readout. Let me open it up and you can see it's reading them there. And now I'll push it back. Now see, it's looking at the screen now. And now it jumps to 255 when it's looking out into space. Okay, so this is the Lilybot. Sarah is my assistant driver here. So Sarah, why don't you go ahead and move the Lilybot forward. So Sarah, hit the forward key, go ahead and stop. Now that went from the tablet, the control panel there, to the RD server, and then back to the Lilybot over the internet. So why don't we do go forward and then nudge left and nudge right, so you can see some of this steering. Okay, nudge right. Go ahead and stop. And here, go ahead and stop it, and let's show the rotation capability here. So there she's rotating to the left, and then she can rotate to the right. And go ahead and stop it. So that is basically it for what the Lilybot can do now. Oh, we do have the, you can move the head a little bit. Go ahead and look left and look right. We haven't really hooked that up to anything, so it's not a very useful function at the moment. You can see the blue wireless dongle firing, sending commands off and receiving commands from the internet. We do have a couple other capabilities on the dashboard here. So you can see the log. I'm using this on Nexus 7 right now. The log of the commands are being sent, so if you hit stop, it shows up down there. There's a shutdown button, which we won't use. But we also have a restart button, and this will actually restart your Raspberry Pi. So we can see it close the connection. The Pi is shutting down, as we can see by these blinking lights. There went the Wi-Fi. And now it's just got the Raspberry Pi red light showing it's got power. Now it's starting to boot up again. You can see the green light. And the system will boot back up. And when it does, it takes a few seconds, we'll see it back on the console as it automatically boot and try to connect to the RD server. And there we have it, right as soon as I moved it.